Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk Bulldog Softball. With us is Coach Adam Kirkpatrick. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
Big weekend for the Bulldogs this past weekend. First home action, able to win 3 of 4 games. Just talk about the play this past weekend.
Really good, really consistent. Out of all the innings that we played, we had one inning that kind of got away from us, but other than that, we were solid and competed really, really well the whole weekend. Was very proud.
How exciting was it for your kids to be able to play at home here for the first time this year, first home games of 2017?
Really excited. We didn't know if we were going to get it in because of the weather, and then everything turned out beautifully. So we had great weather and then had a really good crowd on Saturday, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, really helped us out, and the kids were really, really excited.
Home opener on Saturday as you took on the Tiffin Dragons at the Ferris State softball field. Talk about the play in game 1, a 1-0 victory for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, outstanding pitching. Sam Bates, again, just basically owned the game. She's been really good for us so far in the conference schedule. We kept getting runners on, couldn't get the big hit when we needed, but finally got the run that we needed to get it done, and played great defense the entire game. Again, really proud of the way that we've come along with our defense and started kind of shoring that up, getting a lot tougher as we go.
Got the one run in the 5th inning, Emily Reed with a big hit, player that's certainly stepped up, played well for you this year.
Emily's a big part of our team. Plays a couple of different positions for us. She'll be at first sometimes, behind the plate sometimes. Probably our most clutch hitter, seems to always get it done when we need the big hit.
You mentioned that home crowd. How much of a factor does that crowd play when you've got those fans behind you?
It plays a big factor, particularly in close games, late games, tough games like that when you need that boost. It always helps to have that extra energy coming from the crowd.
1-0 victory as you got that opener. Always important to get the first game here in a doubleheader.
Yeah, we've been able to get that one, and then sometimes we don't get that one. We've been kind of living in Splitsville all year, where we just can't get the sweep, and then finally got that first one. All we talked about after that was, hey, this is our opportunity to come back and get that sweep and get out of that pattern of splitting everything. So.
Got that 1-0 victory. Then you come back in game 2 after Sam Bates threw the first game. Abby Highway comes on, threw a nice game in the second game.
Absolutely, threw really well. Great freshman, did a jam-up job for us getting going, and kind of started fast and just never let her foot off the pedal. Did a really nice job. 4-3
final. A couple tight games, but you were able to find a way to pull out a couple one-run victories.
Yeah, we've been able to do that a lot this year. We've been able to scrap through some tough games, some close games, and pick them off late, that kind of thing. Kind of been part of our identity so far this year, is that we're playing those close games and getting some games late.
Get the sweep on Saturday as you started off the home season with 2 wins, came back on Sunday against another very good opponent in the Findlay Oilers.
Yeah, Findlay's a really good team, improved from last year in almost every aspect of the game, a lot better top to bottom in their lineup than they were last year. Had a nice record coming into the weekend, sort of up in that upper echelon of the conference, and got a nice win the first game, and then the second one we played really well, had a chance to win it, and it just got away late.
Talk about that first game, another strong performance from Sam Bates, a one-hitter, and certainly got a big grand slam as well from Sarah Meredith.
Yeah, the grand slam was exciting. It's always exciting to hit the ball well and score those runs, but in a tight game like that, we had bases loaded a couple times and runners on a lot in that game, and just could not quite get that hit when we needed. And then she stepped up, saw the first pitch, and before the at-bat I said, hey, if the first one's there and you like it, then go ahead and hit it, and she certainly did that.
A hit like that kind of took the wind out of the sails, maybe the Findlay Oilers on the other side.
Yeah, you could see them kind of just let that one go. I mean, at that point, it's tough on any team when you battle, and then a big hit like that, you kind of just let up a little bit, and so kind of saw that happen with them, but knew they would come back and scrap hard in that second game.
Second game, obviously, you had the lead until that final 6th inning for Findlay when it kind of got away from you.
Yeah, it's tough. The difference in good teams and great teams is that there's never a point where you take that breath and relax. And so for us, one of the things that we keep working on, keep talking to our team about, is making sure that we're not letting up at any point. And I don't think we did that in that game. I think what we had was a situation where we battled back, we got the lead, we were down a little bit in the game, then we got the lead, and then when we came in to that half of that inning, just a couple of breaks went against us. A little flare, finds a spot, then had a really nasty hop at third base, and then that team gets a little confidence and they kind of get on a roll.
Talk about where you're at after winning 3 or 4 games in terms of the GLIAC race as you try to secure a spot for the GLIAC tournament.
Yeah, it's still a tough road to hoe. I mean, we got a long way to go to get through it. Got a lot of good competition coming up. Saginaw Valley, really good, playing at the top of the conference right now. Northwoods has improved a ton since last year. And of course, Grand Valley at the end of the year, they're always good, always talented. Seem to kind of be getting things going the right direction on their side. So we know it's going to be tough. We just got to keep going out, playing hard, playing our best every weekend, and making sure that we're getting the games that we should.
You mentioned Saginaw Valley on Friday back at home. Another homestand here for the Bulldogs on Friday before you make that short trip to Northwood on Saturday.
Yeah, exciting. It's always good when you play the good teams at home. You know, the best teams, when they can come to your place, it makes it a little easier. And so we're looking forward to hosting them. They're certainly a talented team.
Talk about going to Northwood on Saturday, what you know about the Timberwolves and what they bring to the table.
Yeah, new coaching staff. In fact, some history and with the coaching staff, and when I was managing in men's fast pitch, their head coach and I managed rival teams and had a lot of battles and stuff, and then his assistant actually and I managed a team together at one point, so we know each other pretty well, and they've done a lot to shore up their team and gotten some new talent in, but also just raised their level in this past year. So I've got a chance to see them in Florida and in Evansville, and was really impressed with the strides that they've made.
What does it take here to get some wins here over the next couple weeks as you get ready for postseason play?
Yeah, the biggest things is we need to continue to pitch the way we've pitched. We need to continue to play defense the way we have, and timely hitting. That's going to be the biggest difference for us. Part of our identity all year is that we've gotten a lot of hits and a lot of people on, and just can't seem to get that big one when we need it. And so if we have somebody who steps up, you know, and drives a couple of runs in for us, we could be a tough team to beat. Looking
forward to watching the Bulldogs again on Friday at home against Saginaw Valley. Keys to beating Saginaw Valley on Friday?
Mistake-free ball. If you make a lot of mistakes, you're gonna pay for it against a good, talented team like that. You know, one of the differences in the game yesterday, the second game yesterday, was we had 4 errors and 4 walks, and anytime you're giving away at bats like that, then that's going to be tough to overcome. And so we've got to come out and play error-free ball. We've got to come out, limit our walks, and get the outs when we need them, and then we got to get those big hits when we need them.
Well, Coach, congratulations again on the big weekend. Best of luck to the Bulldogs this week.
Thanks a lot, Rob.
That's going to do it for Ferris Sports Update. A reminder, you can follow all the action and get all the results online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.